North Korea. Just the name conjures images, isolated, secretive, a place where time seems to stand still, and the outside world feels like a distant memory, a land shrouded in mystery, where the foggy mountains and dark forests hide secrets untold. For decades, this small nation has captivated the world's attention, its every move scrutinized, its every action analyzed. Its enigmatic leader, its nuclear ambitions, and its isolationist policies have made it a subject of endless fascination and speculation. The world watches, waits, and wonders. But what is it really like inside North Korea? Beyond the headlines and the propaganda, what is the true essence of this nation? What are the lives of its people like? How do they navigate their daily existence in a land so different from our own? And what does the future hold for this enigmatic nation? As the world changes, how will North Korea adapt and evolve? Our journey takes us beyond the headlines, beyond the propaganda, and into the heart of this secretive state. We will explore the hidden corners and untold stories. We'll delve into its history, its culture, and its people, attempting to unravel the complexities of a nation often misunderstood. From ancient traditions to modern-day practices, we seek to understand. Through rare glimpses into the everyday lives of North Koreans, we aim to shed light on the realities of this isolated nation, their joys, their struggles, their hopes, and their dreams. The journey promises to be as insightful as it is intriguing. Join us as we uncover the land of whispers, a place where every whisper tells a story waiting to be heard. To understand North Korea today, we must journey back in time, delving into the historical events that have shaped its current state. The Korean Peninsula, once a unified kingdom with a rich cultural heritage, was divided after World War II, a division that would have profound implications for the region. The North, occupied by Soviet forces, embraced communism under the leadership of Kim Il-sung, a charismatic figure who would become the founding father of North Korea. In 1950, tensions between the North and South erupted into the Korean War, a brutal and devastating conflict that solidified the division between the two Koreas, leaving scars that are still felt today. The war ended in an armistice in 1953, but a peace treaty was never signed, leaving the two Koreas technically at war, a state of affairs that continues to influence their relations. This war-torn legacy continues to shape North Korea's worldview, its policies, and its people, fostering a sense of isolation and self-reliance that is deeply ingrained in the national psyche. The Kim dynasty took root, with Kim Jong-il succeeding his father, and later, Kim Jong-un assuming power in 2011, each leader reinforcing the regime's grip on power and its ideological foundations. This dynastic succession, coupled with a strict adherence to Juche, North Korea's ideology of self-reliance, has shaped the country's political and social fabric, creating a unique and insular society that remains one of the most enigmatic and isolated in the world. Life in North Korea is unlike anything most of us can imagine. The government controls almost every aspect of daily life, from work to education, to even what people can wear. Food is rationed, and access to basic necessities is limited. Despite the challenges, the human spirit endures. Families gather in small apartments, sharing stories and laughter. Children attend school, eager to learn. Life, though heavily controlled, goes on. Glimpses into their daily routines offer a poignant reminder that beyond the politics and the propaganda, North Koreans are just people trying to live their lives. Education and work are considered essential pillars of North Korean society. Education is free and compulsory, with a strong emphasis on patriotism and loyalty to the state. From a young age, children are taught about the virtues of their leaders and the evils of the outside world. Work is seen as a duty and an honor, with every citizen expected to contribute to the nation's progress. State-assigned jobs are the norm, and while individual initiative is limited, there's a collective sense of purpose instilled in the workforce. Section 5. The Digital Divide, Internet Access and Censorship. In this section, we delve into the stark realities of internet access in one of the most secretive nations on Earth. North Korea remains one of the most digitally isolated countries in the world. The vast majority of its population has no access to the global internet, creating a significant digital divide. Access to the global internet is extremely limited, with only a select few, mainly government officials and researchers, granted access. These individuals are closely monitored to ensure that their online activities align with the state's interests. Instead, citizens use a tightly controlled intranet, Kwangmyong, which offers a curated selection of websites and content. This intranet is designed to provide only state-approved information, effectively keeping the population in an information bubble. This digital isolation serves to control information flow and shape the narrative within the country. The government employs extensive censorship measures to ensure that only content that supports its ideology is accessible. While the internet is often seen as a tool for connecting the world, in North Korea, it serves as a means of control, reinforcing the government's grip on information and limiting exposure to outside influences. This control extends to all forms of media, ensuring that the citizens remain largely unaware of the world beyond their borders. Section 6. Landscape of secrets, mountains, myths, and more. Beyond its political landscape, North Korea possesses a diverse and fascinating natural environment. The country is predominantly mountainous, with Mount Paektu, considered sacred in Korean folklore, being the highest peak. These mountains hold not just scenic beauty but also historical significance, serving as refuge for resistance fighters during the Korean War. Myths and legends are deeply intertwined with the North Korean landscape. Ancient temples, hidden waterfalls, and remote villages dot the countryside, whispering tales of a rich and often forgotten past. This hidden landscape offers a glimpse into the natural beauty of a country often overshadowed by its political realities. Section 7. Propaganda and control, shaping the narrative. Propaganda is pervasive in North Korean society, shaping the way people think and view the world. Billboards, posters, and statues of the Kim dynasty leaders are omnipresent, constant reminders of their supposed greatness and benevolence. The state-controlled media reinforces this narrative, portraying North Korea as a socialist paradise while demonizing the West and South Korea. This carefully constructed narrative serves to legitimize the regime's power and control, fostering a sense of unity and national pride. However, beneath the surface of this meticulously crafted facade lies a complex reality. Section 8. A land of contrasts, wealth disparity in North Korea. While the official narrative often paints a picture of equality and shared prosperity, North Korea grapples with significant wealth disparity. Pyongyang, the capital city, stands in stark contrast to the rest of the country. Its modern skyscrapers, well-stocked supermarkets, and relatively affluent residents highlight the disparity that exists within North Korean society. Outside the capital, life is considerably different. Rural areas often lack basic infrastructure, and access to resources is limited. This economic divide underscores the complexities of North Korean society, challenging the image of uniformity often portrayed. Section 9. The outside world, a filtered perspective. The outside world filters into North Korea through carefully controlled channels. International news is heavily censored, and contact with foreigners is strictly regulated. The government carefully constructs the narrative of the outside world, portraying it as hostile and dangerous. This isolation, while designed to maintain control, also fosters curiosity. Despite the limitations, some North Koreans are finding ways to access information from the outside world, whether through smuggled foreign films or clandestine radio broadcasts. These glimpses beyond the official narrative are slowly chipping away at the wall of isolation, offering alternative perspectives and fueling a thirst for knowledge. Section 10. The future, uncertainties, and possibilities. What does the future hold for North Korea? It's a question with no easy answers. The country faces numerous challenges, from economic sanctions to food shortages to the ever-present threat of climate change. Yet, amidst these challenges, glimmers of hope emerge. There's a growing awareness, particularly among the younger generation, of the outside world and its possibilities. The desire for change, for greater freedoms and opportunities, is a sentiment quietly echoed by many. Section 11. Conclusion, a glimpse into the enigma. North Korea remains a land of contradictions, a place where strict control coexists with quiet resilience. It's a country often reduced to headlines about its nuclear program or its enigmatic leader. But behind the headlines, beyond the propaganda, lies a complex reality. Our journey into the heart of this secretive state has offered us glimpses into the lives of its people, their struggles, their hopes, and their dreams. While the future of North Korea remains uncertain, one thing is clear: the human spirit, even in the face of adversity, has an enduring capacity for hope and resilience.